Here, final preparations for the challenge ahead, hoping to come out of the gates strong. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the New Orleans Pelicans here at their home, the Smoothie King Center. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. A moment here now to see the numbers for Zion Williamson.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Perimeter pair for him will be Booker and Brooks. Williams is out there with Royce O'Neal, and it's Green in at the 1 spot. And for the Pelicans, Murphy and Williamson up in the forward slots. Jordan Poole is out there with Murray, and it's Queen in at the center locking down the middle.
Here we go.
And although it's still early in the season, Greg, what kinds of storylines have caught your attention so far?
How the All-Star voting is shaping up. All-Star appearances are mentioned on a player's resume, especially when they retire. So these guys want to be one as many times as possible.
Green, no luck. New Orleans with the ball. Williamson outside. Off target with his 3. And so Green will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Brooks. From deep. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Murray a screen on Booker. The 3 from Poole. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
With 3, Booker. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And this coaching staff in love with Booker's ability to create his own shot. It's a part of his game that's come a long way.
Now here's Murray. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And another turnover here by New Orleans.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Poole against Booker. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Booker. Shoots over Poole. Booker, no good. New Orleans has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Poole, no good.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any 2-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
That one is off. And you look at this Pelicans team, Coach, kind of a wild card in the Western Conference.
Well, Kevin, they have the talent of a top 4 seed, but some serious bumps in the road. I think if their luck improves, the Pelicans could turn things around quickly.
And the second free throw, good. And last season, Greg, Devin Booker became the Phoenix Suns' all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, he passed Hall of Famer Walter Davis to achieve that feat. And Booker is a guy that wants to be a Sun for life. So I expect him to break even more franchise records. Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Now here's Booker. You talk about a player who can absolutely light it up. He averages over 31 points a game.
And that's lethal. I love how Booker's eyes light up when he gets a mid-range opportunity.
Here's Queen. Poole with no one around. Good on the triple. Poole's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Pelicans. Suns leading by 3. Green taking his time here. It's Brooks on the wing. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot. And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
Well, he doesn't get to the line all that often, but Murphy is nails at the stripe.
New Orleans has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Outside for Murray. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Suns have gone 50% from the field to this point. 4 of 8. Booker outside. Left side, O'Neal. Shot clock at 6. Green finds Williams. It's hauled in by Queen. The Pelicans trail. Williamson with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Murray, no good. Well, Phoenix shooting at around 44% in the early goings here. Booker with no one around. Drops in the tray. Booker's got his 3rd basket of the night. Here's Poole. 8 points for him. Williamson with the screen for Poole. Outside for Murray, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Williamson. He's averaging 19 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, look, he is truly the kind of player you build everything around. Your plays, your lineups, it's all about setting this guy up for success.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Booker. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And the only way you average top 3 in points if you have that scorer's mentality. He knows he's the go-to guy. And everyone else knows it as well. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Willie Green. He brought up the difficulties that come along with guarding Devin Booker, and he told me the hard part with Book is that he's a 3-level scorer and a willing passer. He's not just an isolation scorer. They use him in a lot of different actions, so you're constantly chasing him. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you. To the middle to end the run. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
You see the full strength and athleticism of Murphy on this jam.
Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against Phoenix.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
Here's Queen, following the basket by Jalen Green. Poole against Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Poole. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Their last meeting was in New Orleans, where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
GA, the Pelicans reshaping this roster, but plenty of long-term Pels still in the lineup.
Kevin, continuity matters. They've got talent, chemistry, and have weathered the storms together. Now, can they make some real headway?
Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. He has 6.
The length of Murphy can be surprising. He's 6'8" with a good wingspan.
Booker against Poole. No good from Booker.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Down low, here's Queen, and the powerful one-handed slam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And here is Brooks. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Can't hit the free throw line jump.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Here's Queen. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Now just a 3-point Suns lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Pass to Booker. A kick out to O'Neal. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
The Pelicans have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. And Willie Green wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Some great shooters here. Let's check out the league leaders. And you look at Messi, 4th in the league and as consistent as they come.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
Here's Spears. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game. On the basket by Jones.
And Jones has made huge strides as a three-point shooter since his rookie season. He's now a serious threat from out there.
Now here's Booker. 9 points in the game so far. Williams has a screen for Green. To the inside. Good on the bucket. Williams has got 6.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Outside, Jones. Spears with the screen for Jones. Pass to Williamson. That 3 off the mark. Suns leading by 5. Brooks with it. Spears covering. There's O'Neal with the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. There's Bay, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Suns shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. O'Neal finds Brooks. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. New Orleans making a switch here. Matkovic is checked in. Donnie's checked in for the Suns. Allen comes in for Dylan Brooks. Here's Booker. He's got 9. Williams, a screen on Bay. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Here's Fears. Guarded by Green. Pass to Misi. Will it go? And Misi throws it down.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Suns leading by 8. Williams has a screen for Booker. To the middle. And Williams with the stuff.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
Williams with the steal. Lobbed up there for Dunn, and stolen by Bay. Jones with the screen on Dunn. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Bay.
And that's just a good unselfish play by Bay. Terrific pass, hits his man right in rhythm so that he can attack.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Allen. Williams, a screen on Jones. Here's Allen. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Misi. And Misi throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. There's a minute left in the first. Williams has a screen for Booker. Here's Dunn. It's blocked. Now Fears. Scoreless thus far. Inside, here's Markovic. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And how about he takes on the defender head-on and then throws down the two-hander.
Guys, straight power there. Straight power. Phoenix leading by 6. Outside, Williams takes a 3. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Trey Murphy's checked in for New Orleans. 26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
What's up?
And that one misses.
An impressive young talent, and Murphy knows his role is to use that scorer's mentality.
19 seconds left here in the first quarter. Fears with it. Pass to Misi. 6 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll return shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Phoenix.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
They've got Ed Misi. Fears is out there with Herbert Jones. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Bay in at the 4 slot. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Fears. Back to Bay from past the arc. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And I love how assertive Bay is offensively. Solid at catching the defender there off guard.
Gillespie, the pass to Allen. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. To the paint. Here's Dunn. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort. Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Allen outside. Down low. Here's Iguodala. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Pelicans trail by 5. Outside, Jones. Fears with the screen for Jones. Pass to Bay. Over to the wing. Three-pointer. Here's Fears. Back to Messi. Now Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Over Allen. The shot, no good. Suns leading by 5. Highsmith the pass to Gillespie. Now here's Allen. And Trey Murphy gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Every coach has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style of play. And I think what you have to understand, philosophy are those immutable things that you think will win games regardless of the style. So that'll never change. But your style has to be fitted to your personnel.
Phoenix with the ball. The Pelicans make their last shot. Brooks dishes to Booker. Clock at 6. The putback. It's rebounded by New Orleans. From downtown. And he stays with it. Bay against O'Neal. 6 to shoot. Another shot. Bay kicks to Jones. Over Booker. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Jones.
Well, right there, Jones showing he can be a 3-level scorer.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Zion Williamson's checked in for Fears. And how about a look at a few of the hottest players in the NBA right now, the top scoring shooting guards in the past 10 games. Devin Booker, number 1. The 4th spot held by Jordan Poole.
And night after night, we see this group punish opposing defenses. I mean, if you pick one way to deal with them, they'll beat you another way.
Yeah, all of these guys can carry your team offensively over long stretches.
Here's Iguodala. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans. Williamson in the post. Guarded by O'Neal. Brooks against Jones. Back to Bay. Latrey misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. The Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Oh, he's right in the heart of that defense. Booker.
And nothing you could do. I mean, at times, Booker is just going to score no matter what you throw at him.
Here's Jones. Pass to Williamson. Puts up a three. Rebound by the Suns. They've led by as much as 10. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Nisi. Here's the screen. Bay passes to Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Nisi. And the Pelicans miss again. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Moss Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in. It was a really important time, and it was good for me." Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. O'Neal with the rebound.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him. Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. So for the Pelicans, Queens checked in, and Poole subbed in for Bay. Mark Williams is checked in for the Suns. Pelicans trail by 7. On the wing, Murray. Allen defending. New Orleans moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. An impressive rise for Trey Murphy. From a no-star prospect stand in high school to now showing flashes of star potential in the NBA.
Well, look, Kevin, there are guys like that, and Trey Murphy's been one of them. And what you don't know, certainly when they're in high school, is how much of a worker they are, how coachable they are, and how much improvement is out there for those guys. With Trey Murphy, it just hasn't stopped.
Here's Murray. The Suns getting the bucket. Poole with it. Now guarded by Booker. Poole against Booker. Poole kicks to Williamson. Here's Murray. The shot, no good. And here are the Suns now. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Here's Booker. Booker going to work inside.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's Poole. Williamson with the screen for Poole. Pass to Queen. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the triple. Queen's got 7 points in the game.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Outside, O'Neal. Inside, cuts off the pass. Stolen by O'Neal. Pulls up for 3. Connects from three-point range. O'Neal's got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Pelicans shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Poole against Booker. Pass to Queen. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And the Pelicans making a change here. Dave's checked in. And the Pelicans with possession here. 11 points for him in that last game against Phoenix. Allen against Murray. Allen passes to Brooks. O'Neal outside. No good from outside.
Hey, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Williamson, the pass to Queen. Poole outside. Hits it from three-point range. 11 points in the game.
Good to see Poole knock down the long ball. It's only going to help build his confidence.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And Phoenix making a change here. Green's checked in. Phoenix leading by 8. Knocked away and stolen by Murray. Jumps up and then Murray with the jam.
Well, when he takes off, Murray can put on a show in the air.
And Phoenix has possession. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Now here's Booker. He's got 15. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Booker's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Oh, and the jam by Williams. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide-open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Williamson, a screen on Booker. And here's Poole for 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. O'Neal banked in off the glass. O'Neal's got 11 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Queen. Now here's Murray. And he uses the glass on the layup. Murray's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, if Murray can get that close to the hoop, he's going to make sure he converts.
1:25 left to play in the first half. Poole against Booker. Green with a screen on Poole for 3. Booker with a 3. He is a knockdown shooter.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Brooks for 3. It's hauled in by Queen. Queen's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Williamson, the pass to Queen. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve. One shot. But he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And Phoenix has possession. 10-point lead. Poole against Booker. Brooks outside. Back to Booker. Williams, a screen on Poole. Booker dishes to Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Williams. And Williams is right there. Williams has got 12 in the game.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Murray outside. Pass to Queen. Up in time. No good on the last second attempt there. And we finish one half of basketball. Suns lead by 12. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans.
Welcome, everybody. The story thus far being written by Devin Booker. He has been everywhere.
Well, you don't have to light a fire under Booker. He's coming in hot pretty much every night. Knows his primary role is a scorer, and he does it at an elite level.
And he can make it look easy. Shoots the jumper the way it's taught. Let's look now and see how teams stack up across the league. It's our latest power rankings.
You know, for the Suns, they're a middle-of-the-pack team. Sure, they'll get some wins, but I don't know how much more beyond that.
Seems like they're missing a key piece or two. Maybe one of their younger guys will step up down the stretch.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for New Orleans. Down by 12. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. In the backcourt for him, it'll be Green and Booker. O'Neal is out there with Brooks. And it's Williams at the 5 spot. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Murray against Green. Murray, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Green passes to Booker. Williams sets a screen for Booker. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Queen's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Poole, no good.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Pass to Booker. Poole with the steal. And now Poole pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And we know Poole has speed, and he uses it well to stay out ahead in transition.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Now here's Booker. 20 points for him. To the middle. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Pelicans trail by 12. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Queen.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Oh, how about the agility from Green, finding a way to get to his spot despite the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And, Greg, you watch Jalen Green. So much upside potential.
Yeah, he could be streaky, but one of the most combustible scorers in the league. When he's on, he can take over single-handedly.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to Booker. O'Neal from long range. It doesn't go for him. Pelicans trail by 15. Murray kicks to Poole. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Making the right pass is the first thing on Poole's mind. He wants to be the floor general.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Booker against Poole. Booker taking the hit.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Master Williamson over O'Neal. Phoenix grabs the miss. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Outside, Green. Back to Booker. Beyond the arc. Green, no luck.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Shoots from the baseline. Poole, no good. Suns leading by 15. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Such an active shooter. Love how Booker gets defenders to try and be physical with him.
The Suns shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts. 81%.
Free throw good, Booker.
An elite offensive threat. Booker continues to try and find ways to improve his game.
Both free throws good from Booker. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Poole. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Brooks. Back to Green. O'Neal on the wing. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Clock at 4. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Here's Queen. Guarded by Green. Williamson outside. And here is Murray. Pass to Queen. From 8. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Outside, Green. Here's Booker. Launches a 3. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And Willie Green wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Mark Williams. Averaging 13 points per game, 12 rebounds, and 2 assists. But you look at the rebound totals, and it's a big part of what he does for this team.
Everybody has their strengths. Easy to see that rebounding is his, and he is honed in on it.
Now, here's Poole. 13 points in the game. To the inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Devin Booker.
You know, when Jordan Poole is playing smart, selfless basketball, he can be a true weapon offensively.
first free throw is good. And when you look at Jordan Poole's game, GA, what makes him special?
I think it's his creativity and elusiveness, able to get in his bag, if you will, and play with it and create his shot more or less at will.
And he can't hit the second.
And the confidence Poole plays with, you got to admire it. He feels like he can hit from anywhere on the floor.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, this season, new broadcasting deals are kicking in for the NBA. Commissioner Silver said we dramatically increased the number of primetime broadcast exposures to a level almost unthinkable from my early days in the league. In fact, the NBA is now set for basically nightly national broadcasts. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for that update. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They led by as many as 18 points. O'Neal a screen on Poole to the paint. Kicks it out to Booker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And that one's good. Brooks.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Pelicans trail by 18. Poole looking it over. Outside for Murray. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
Back to Brooks. Booker finds Brooks. Here's Booker, guarded by Poole. Clock at 6. Booker's shot is good. Booker's got 9 points in the quarter.
Skillful make inside by Booker, able to find his spot for the finish.
New Orleans gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. The three from Poole. Rebound by the Suns.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Suns.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
Grayson Allen's checked in for Devin Booker. And so it's New Orleans with it. 19-point game. Here's Poole. Pass to Murray. The kick out to Poole. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Again, the miss by Poole.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Williamson dishes to Murray. Poole outside. And the Pelicans miss again.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Pick by Williams. Here's Green. That is a great finish! Oh,
oh my gosh.
Finishes in style with a double clutch jam. Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Murray. And here is Williamson. Poole outside. Murray outside. Shot clock at 5. There's the triple. Phoenix grabs the miss. Williams has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. The drive by Green.
Emphatic 2 points from Green. Great to see him being aggressive and not settle for jumpers.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Green the pass to Poole. Lays it up off the glass. Poole's got 16 points.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Phoenix, leading by 21. Here's Green. 9 points in the game so far. Brooks kicks to Green. Back to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. The Suns need to get a shot off. Allen's shot is off. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting a pretty wretched 28% in the third quarter. This offense needs to maybe try some different angles. Poole, no good.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Nailed from three-point land. 14 points for him.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Queen. Rebound by Williams. Williams is... O'Neal finds Green. Williams, a screen on Williamson. Green, the pass to Allen. Shoots over Poole. Allen's shot is off.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there.
And so Green will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Allen passes to Green. Brooks from outside. It's hauled in by Queen. Queen's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Poole outside. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And it's good on the way in. Poole's got 7 now in this quarter.
The more effective Poole is inside, the more headaches he causes for the defense.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. Suns leading by 22. Pass to Gillespie. Bay against Booker. He's feeling it, and it's in off the backboard. Booker's got 31.
And we see this so often from Booker because he has the green light to take any shot he wants.
Pass to Bay. Over Booker. Bay, no good. Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Gillespie, the pass to Booker. Now here's Allen. Here's Gillespie. Booker outside. Lets the 3 fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Gillespie's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Pelicans shooting 40% from the field. A nice shot by Pierce.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Here's Gillespie. Booker looking around. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the 4th.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Sadiq Bey is out there with Eve Misi. Then it's Fierce. Then it's Jones. That's the Pelicans 5. Dunn's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Pass to Fierce. There's a screen. No good with the triple.
That's the look you want. Gotta be disappointed coming up empty.
Booker the pass to Gillespie. Here's Iguodaro, defended by Misi. For three, Booker. Misi grabs the rebound. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pierce's shot is off. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Dunn misses.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, Coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. And there's nothing more important in the league than that those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams can do to ensure that, the better it is for everyone.
Now, here's Dunn. And the Suns miss again. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. There's the three. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Monday, they'll go up against Trae Young and the Washington Wizards. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Evan Mobley and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Zion Williamson's checked in for New Orleans. And a change for the Suns. Williams has checked in. Booker against Bay. Pass to Gillespie. On the wing, Williams. Allen for three. Phoenix, no good that time either. For New Orleans, they've gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. And Misi with the jam.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end.
Now here's Booker. Shoots over Bay. Pelicans pull it in. Misi's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Jones. Back to Williamson. Inside. Jones kicks to Bay. Williamson in the post. Dunn covering. Allen for three. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Misi's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Williams with the block. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Dunn outside. Pass to Williams. Now here's Allen. He's defended by Bay. And the Suns miss again.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak. Well, he's such a natural talent, has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their systems.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
Here's Williamson. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Williamson, the pass to Bay. There's the pick. Over Booker. Bay, no good.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
No good from Booker. New Orleans has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Right side, Jones. Back to Misi. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Talk about timing. That lead pass was right on cue.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Some changes for New Orleans. Queens checked in. And it's Poole in for Bay. Now here's Brooks. Not a lot of room. 4 on the clock. From deep, Green. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got his 5th assist in this one. Will stand one expression you hear, foul baiting. Players using sneaky tricks to draw a foul.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I'm not a huge fan of that, of guys developing that as a skill. But I will say this. It only works against undisciplined defense. If defense has the discipline to stay solid and fundamental, then you're not going to get baited into those things. And a lot of times, those foul baiters end up taking bad shots.
Now, here's Green. Booker finds Green. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Murray, the pass to Queen. Poole outside. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. That one, no good.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Poole against Booker. Brooks outside. Back to Booker. O'Neal a screen on Poole. They kick it out to Green. And stolen by Williamson. Pass to Poole. The 3. Murray, no good. Phoenix has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Well, for New Orleans, shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Unloads from 13. Poole, no good. The Suns shooting at 51%. Really solid. Brooks, the pass to O'Neal. For 3, Booker. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. Booker's got 39.
Every chance he gets, Booker willing to take that shot. A consistent three-point shooter.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
Well, 3 triples in the first half, but he seems to have gone cold from distance since the break.
We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Green. Booker outside. Over in the corner, Williams. Green against Murray. Green, no luck.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
It's good from long range.
Well, Murphy essentially lives on the arc. His job is to provide his team with consistent outside shooting.
Now here's Booker. And it's Brooks in the corner. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Now Murray. Pass to Poole. Here's the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists now tonight.
matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Booker. And it's Brooks in the corner. Outside, Green takes the three. Pelicans with the rebound. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That's his fourth foul of the contest. And with so many teams, Stan, filling roster spots with rookie contracts, the importance of drafting well continues to rise.
Well, absolutely it does, Kevin. The quicker you can get those guys up to speed and helping you on their rookie contracts, where they're at least relatively lower priced, helps your salary cap situation, helps you fill out the roster with quality players.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Suns.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
Really a big-time win for these guys. They lost their first two games of the year to this team, so they won't be in danger of getting swept when they meet for the fourth time.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Devin Booker.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
Phoenix with the ball. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Offensive rebound. The three. It's hauled in by Gillespie.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Devin Booker.